Hello everyone, this is Muhammad Amir Khan again with a new video. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about constraints, that is primary key constraint and foreign key constraint. So in my before videos, I have already started and discussed on constraints. I have created two videos on it already, as part 1 and part 2. In part 1 I have given the detailed information or introduction about constraints, how they are created and what it is, with definition and examples. And there are like 6 types of constraints. I have already discussed 4 of them in my previous uh, two parts, uh, which I have like created videos and uploaded. So this is a third part which I'm going to discuss. In this, there are two constraints which are left, that is primary key constraint and foreign key constraint. All right, so let's start. Uh, a, a primary key constraint is used to uniquely identify a record or row in a data table. So in a table, if I am creating a table with some fields, for example, with id and name and all those. So if I create a field, or if I am defining some field in a table with primary key constraint, so it means that that particular field should have only unique values. The duplicate or uh, same values are not allowed. Only the unique values are allowed in that particular field, and it does not accept null values and accept only unique values. That is the condition, or that is the rule which is set for the primary key constraint. Let's understand this with a syntax. So while creating a table, how we create column, table name, or I missed the table. So create column, table named department. Okay, so I'm creating two fields in this department table, that is id and department name. In for id, the data type is int, and I'm specifying the constraint, that is primary key. So I'm imposing a primary key constraint for id, which means that the field id does not hold any null values, or should not hold any null values, and all the entries specified or maintained in id should be unique. So as we discussed in above explanation, so this is what it is. This rules it should follow whenever it is like whenever any field is imposing any primary key constraint. Okay, this is the definition for primary key. Let's move to one more constraint, that is foreign key constraint. This is slightly like similar to primary key constraint, and there is a small confusion in it, or small additional information in it which we need to like focus on. So let's understand this with some example or some scenario. Okay, let's say we have two tables, that is table 1 and table 2. Let's say table 1 is a department table, which we already like discussed in primary key. So let's say on field id, that is from table 1, uh, we have a primary key. Okay, now foreign key constraint is used to uniquely identify a record. Again the same thing, foreign key should also like have a unique records. Okay, uh, let's say table 2 is a foreign is a second table. Okay, so and id is a foreign key. I am specifying id is as a foreign key in table 2. Okay, table 1's id is a primary key, and table 2 ids is a foreign key. Okay, uh, table 2 is like student table. Okay, as you can see on the screen, it has id with data type int, with foreign key as a constraint, and student name varchar 20. In the first table, we have a department table with id primary key, here id foreign key. Okay, now foreign key refers to the primary key in table 1. So we want to join these two tables, for example student and department. So we have primary key in table 1 and foreign key in table 2. So we can link these two tables with the help of foreign key. Okay, that is what I have written. Foreign key refers to the primary key in table 1. Okay, so it basically act as a link between two tables. Now we can link student table and department table with primary key foreign key relationship. That is what it is. So foreign key is also like unique entries should be there in it. Okay, and it is used to link the primary key table, okay, with primary key field. Okay, this is what the explanation for primary key and foreign key. So hope this is clear. If you have any questions, please feel free to post your questions in the comment box so that I can take them and try to answer those questions. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Take care.